Hello and welcome, Reds, to Anfield Index, your latest matchday live experience, live match commentary brought to you by Jack McIndoe. Reds, it's been a while, hasn't it? International break. The proper football has very much returned. Not that we've been playing much of proper football this season anyway. Certainly not like last year, but it is what it is, early Reds, and hopefully Liverpool can get into the semi-finals of the FA Cup this afternoon. It doesn't get any more harder, really. Manchester City, it's not just a big week of football for the Reds, it's a big week of football for the blue half of Manchester as well. Obviously, they've got Arsenal on the horizon in the Premier League. They need to win that game to get closer to them in the division anyway. And certainly Liverpool playing up against City today, and then Paris Saint-Germain midweek as well. Yeah, Reds, yes, we've not been playing the best anyway, but I think if you don't look forward to these big games, and certainly then it's just pointless being a football fan, innit? Like, these are the big moments that we all hope to and dream about as being a Liverpool fans anyway. Hopefully we can win this week. I tell you, it would give a big boost to every single one of us anyway, in what has been a very difficult season for the players, for everyone at Liverpool as well. And when we've analysed this year, hopefully by the end of May, we've got at least a trophy under our arms and we can kind of go into next season, whatever happens. But I think Liverpool, as we all know, the stature of this football club, not every season we win trophies, but we know the great teams, and even the team last year really set the bar. It was always going to be difficult in terms of getting that the Premier League again, but it's just the expectation. This year does weigh heavy on many players. Some players can deal with the pressure, some players can't. The ones that can't do eventually move on to hopefully better things as well. So Reds, Premier League it's not on the cards this season, is it, Reds? But the Champions League still in. We're in a very good opportunity of getting all the way to Budapest to the final. But the FA Cup for me, Reds, I spoke to a couple of mates as well. I personally don't think that we've won this trophy enough, in all honesty. I'd like us to be winning the FA Cup this season. And at the end of the day, I know everyone goes, I enjoyed, probably one of my favourite moments as a Liverpool fan was seeing the FA Cup and the League Cup get paraded round Liverpool anyway. It was a moment that I'll always remember, and a lot of Liverpool fans that went there to see that trophy parade was magical. I'm not a trophy snob. I want to see Liverpool win trophies. Of course, the Premier League and the Champions League is the big ones, but at the end of the day, if you're still in the competition, win it. Reds, even if we're in a five-a-side tournament, Liverpool want to win it. We want to win every single trophy that we can get our hands on, and hopefully that is the same attitude the players will have coming into the game today, giving it their absolute all, much needed anyway, because even if we are at like 70%, this Manchester City side can absolutely wipe the floor with us very quickly, very easily as well. If it's the Liverpool team that we've seen on too many of occasions this afternoon. But we'll get straight into the start 11 as well. Reds, let me know your score prediction. If you are new round to Anfield Index, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well. And please do let me know if the sound's okay and everything. Reds have got a new setup anyway, so just do let us know if any volumes need to be turned up or from your end, from my end, but if anyone's watching or listening anyway. But yeah, Reds, hopefully it should be sound anyway, but if not, do let me know. But yeah, start 11 for Liverpool for the visiting side anyway. Giorgio Mamardashvili in goal as well. We've seen, if you've been away from social media, Ali come out yesterday and just clarified that he's hoping to be back by the end of April. A lot of Liverpool, there was reports, a lot of speculation over the last couple of days anyway, that it was a season back end of the season return for Alisson, but Ali, come on. I think it was Alisson on his official socials anyway, just said hopefully he should be back by April anyway. He's just getting a bit of recovery time anyway. Obviously he's going to be the Brazilian number one. I don't even know, don't get me started on how Edison got ahead of him in some Brazilian sides, but that's another debate for another another show anyway, certainly not here. But yeah, Mamardashvili is in, Joe Gomez is in, Jeremy Frimpong is on the bench today, so the back line, Mamardashvili, Joe Gomez, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez, Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones in the two number 6 positions, double pivots, and then I think I've got it set up as a 4-2-2 formation, Reds, but it might be different. I'll let you know as soon as we do kick off anyway. But I've got it set up as Gravenberch, Jones, Viets and Dominic Szoboszlai in those 2 attacking midfield roles, and then Ekatike and Mohamed Saleh leading the line for the Reds. For the home side, James Trafford in goal anyway, Matthias Nunes, Kosanov, Mark Gahey. Can't believe we still haven't got Gahey in a Liverpool shirt. Nico Riley as well. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Semenyo, Ryan Cherky, Doku and Erling Haaland. Not too bad of a team, that is it. No, not too bad anyway. The bench for Liverpool, Andy Robbo, Frimpong, McAllister, Trainioni, Gakpo, Chiesa, Kieran Morrison and Rio Ingemua as well. On the bench for City, Donnarumma, who is Italian side, did miss out, as we probably, if you did see in the international break as well. Disappointing for certainly, obviously, Wales, Northern Ireland as well, Republic of Ireland, all the host nation, well, not the host nations, the nations anyway. Would have been nice to see a couple of them anyway. I'll be supporting Scotland anyway in the World Cup. Come on, the Scots. Ake, Aiton Yuri as well, Kosanov, Gonzalez, Foden, Reinders, Marmouche and Silvinho as well. So some of the main players missing for City. Obviously the big one, obviously Gavardio, Diaz is out as well. No John Stones for City, and obviously we know our injuries currently. Obviously you mentioned Alisson, Bradley as well, Leone, Endo and Stefan Bajcetic. Feels like absolutely forever that, well, it is for forever since Stefan Bajcetic has been out in a Liverpool shirt as well. Hopefully there is a day when he is in a Liverpool shirt, and if he can come back to a lot more of the form that he did show when he burst onto the scene anyway, in a Liverpool shirt. So, but it's, you never know with the surgeries and the injuries he's had as well. So hopefully Stefan, when he returns, he gets back to full fitness very quickly, because we certainly do need him. And as many Liverpool players as we can get back to full fitness, not just for this season, but for next season as well. It's pivotal. Well, Reds, thoughts on that starting 11 for you? Are you surprised by any selections, really, from the Reds? And do let us know your thoughts on the score predictions as well. As long as we don't get battered, Reds. Hopefully that is not the case anyway this afternoon. But yeah, that game at Anfield was disappointing, to say the least, really. Reds, wasn't it? And yeah, just we got into the position being 1-0 up, obviously, even though we didn't create many opportunities in that game. But when Dom scores one of the greatest ever Premier League goals from a free kick anyway, would have been nice to have remembered that game for the win and not a loss, really, anyway. I think goals of that nature always carry a bit more weight anyway, in terms of when you do see a goal. So a bit like Gerrard screaming in the FA Cup against West Ham as well. Everyone remembers that final for the Gerrard final, but it's even caveated perfectly with an absolute screamer from Stevie anyway. But let us know your thoughts. Obviously we've got games on today as well. R1, and you got Chelsea against Port Vale. Not too bad of a draw that for Chelsea, is it? And then obviously Southampton are kicking off the late kick-off this evening. They are at home against Arsenal as well. So Arsenal getting absolutely aced every single draw they are in this season as well. But suppose if you want to win the FA Cup, you've certainly got to knock out Manchester City, and knowing our luck, we'll probably, if we do progress, we'll get Arsenal in the semi-final. That's just the way we've been anyway, but it is what it is. But Reds, let us know. I'm excited. I'm hoping you are as well. The boredom football is over. Whoever invented international football, why? Maybe if you're a Brazilian fan, obviously with the World Cups that he's won and everything really as well. But yeah, I think the calibre of international football has gone absolutely down the pan really, in many, and especially over the last 10 years. It's just like, yeah, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch international football anyway. Yeah, especially international friendlies. Just like there's so much football, and like obviously player welfare as well. Like the amount of games, if you're a player and you're going, oh yeah, I've got to play a needless friendly. Like you've got the Nations League, you've got the Euros qualifiers, you've got the World Cup qualifiers as well, and then you've got to add in that stupid Club World Cup thing. That's got added an extra 20 games on at the beginning of the season that Chelsea played in, and Champions League. God forbid if you got to go through the Champions League qualifications as well. So yeah, so everyone goes, our footballers are paid amazingly. Yeah, but to tell you, the work they put in as well, yeah, like it's crazy anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the player. But you know what? Jurgen, over the last 10 years, said a lot, and then rival fans and players and everyone were going, oh, he's moaning. But look what happened. He made some great changes, Jurgen, that has really made an impact on the global stage for. But like even like a player like Pedri for Spain, he's literally been playing for so long. He's probably going to end up being retired by the age of 28. Like he'll be probably finished by 27, 28. Sadly, for what is a phenomenal footballer. But Reds, how are we? Nice one. How are we, buds? Hope he's all well. How are we, hero? Yeah, as Steve said there, glad the footballer's back. Yeah, the proper football anyway, mate. Score predictions, Reds. Obviously, we mentioned Liverpool playing Paris Saint-Germain on the weekend as well. But you look at the fixture, the fixture list. Just get the fixture list up anyway. So Liverpool, the big one today against Manchester City as well. And then obviously we got Paris Saint-Germain in Paris on Wednesday evening anyway, and then you got Fulham at home, and then we got the second leg, and then this is where like we all knew the difficult run. Anyway, we've before the international break, we went through a kind of, everyone was classing it as an easy run, and then made it a lot more difficult for ourselves. But you got Everton away, Palace at home, and then United, and then obviously Chelsea, Villa, and then Brentford. Should be fun, Reds. But let's hopefully Liverpool make a good go of it, really, in all honesty. But I think for all of us, obviously it's going to be a crazy summer. I think there will be a lot of change in terms of players coming in, players coming out as well. But Champions League football is an absolute priority, and it's a non-negotiable, really, for a club of this football. The club the size this, as Liverpool is, it's a non-negotiable. You need to be playing Champions League. It's paramount that we are playing Champions League football for next season as well. Not just for the revenue, but in terms of attracting the calibre of players that Liverpool will be needing to get back into the big time next season. We want to be getting back into contention for next season as well. But need to get it over the line anyway, Reds. But you're looking at Manchester City as well, chat. But I want to get my notes up anyway. But you're looking at the amount of goals Manchester City have scored this season, Reds. I do feel, when I was just looking down at a couple of numbers anyway, in terms of all competitions, this is Reds as well. You're looking at Erling Haaland. I say only getting 30 goals in all competitions. But for a player of his quality and what we've seen since he burst through, as a young player, and Borussia Dortmund as well, or the Salzburg teams as well, and yeah, like 30 goals for me is quite low, in all honesty. Obviously 30 goals across 43 games Erling Haaland has scored this season, registering 7 assists. So yeah, for me, he's had a fantastic international, obviously leading Norway to the World Cup as well. I think he's leading Norway to the World Cup anyway. Apologies, Reds. I think probably got that wrong anyway, but I'm pretty sure he qualified. If not, do apologise. But if that is, he scored many goals as well anyway. You're looking at, for me personally, that's where I do feel Liverpool and Manchester City, not just when they analyse this season, but going into next season as well. I think goals have been missing for Manchester City, and obviously Liverpool as well. Obviously the drop off of Salah, I'll say it's unprecedented, but given the amount of goals Salah has scored on the last 9 seasons as well, that's why we all know bringing Viet in to create that creative output, and obviously Isaac and Ekatike as well. But you're looking at City's goal scorers as well. I do think both sides have really suffered at the top end of the pitch in terms of not creating goals, but just really being a lot more clinical and killing games off. So Haaland, in terms of all competitions, 30 goals. And then the second highest goal scorer for City is obviously Phil Foden with 10 goals, 5 assists. So, yeah, you're looking at the goals and assists combined. Haaland this season in all comps, 37 goals and assists. Second is Phil Foden with 15. Sorry there, chat. Looking at the wrong graph. Ryan Cherki is second most, Reds, with 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 goal contributions and assists included. Phil Foden is third in that rank, obviously registering 15 goals and assists combined. Nico Riley, which I was very, very, very surprised in terms of, obviously the lad's got a lot of quality as well, but in terms of his impact, obviously the 2 goals against Arsenal a couple of weeks ago in the League Cup anyway, just before the international break. Anyone that's watched a bit of City, as I have anyway, and anyone that's just watched general football, but everyone knows you're not in Manchester City's squad if you're not too bad of a footballer anyway. But yeah, Mr. Utility Man for Manchester City, obviously play anywhere across down that left-hand side anyway. I think he's being boosted by the competition down that left-hand flank anyway. Obviously with Ryan Ayton-Yuri coming in from Wolves in the summer, I think that's really given that boost and a bit of competition. I think not just Liverpool, but every top side needs competition, and that's where the summer window for Liverpool hopefully will build that momentum and give that drive to some of the players in the Liverpool side as well. It's a bit different when you come accustomed to knowing that your name's on the team sheet. Not that the Liverpool players are lacking desire or fight, or in some games we are, but in terms of the overall sense, it's always difficult, and like in any team anyway, you need that. You need to be always on your toes as well, and I think we've seen that an improvement in Andy Robbo's game in certain elements as well. Obviously with Milos coming in the summer, so yeah, like Phil Foden, even you'd say he's had a bit of a huge drop off in terms of obviously not quite the Phil Foden that won the Player of the Year, obviously the Player of the Year when he won that a couple of seasons ago anyway. He's won numerous Premier League titles. How old is he still, Phil Foden? Yeah, 25. He's still 25, and he's won the Premier League trophies. I think it's like 4 or 5, or probably even more anyway. But he's been a huge impact on that Manchester City side. But for his levels, there's certainly been a drop off anyway. Even though it's certainly a lot better than last season, he was very much non-existent anyway. I think a lot of City fans were a bit disappointed, especially with the departure of Riyad Mahrez over the seasons. I think everyone, me as a neutral, would have expected Phil Foden to come into that side and really boosted the quality overall. But yeah, it's not just down to Phil Foden, it's down to the other players as well. But Ryan Cherki, obviously coming in from Lyon, had that desired impact within English football anyway. I watched a fair bit of him for Lyon. Technically, you knew he was going to be fine, but I think the one question I had with Ryan Cherki was that work rate. And certainly he's learned a lot. That's one thing that you can't be lacking the work rate in a Liverpool system for Arne Slot or Jurgen Klopp as well. That's why a lot of us, and certainly me as well, Eddie, you're looking at Liverpool's work rate this season. When we've not got the ball, I do think we need to be doing a lot more in terms of getting the ball back anyway. But yeah, looking at Phil Foden, 15 goals and assists in all competitions. Nico Riley getting 8 goals, 5 assists. Tiano Reinders as well, obviously former AC Milan midfielder. He had a big start of the season. I think he scored on his debut anyway on match week 1 of the Premier League, if I can remember right anyway. But yeah, he's 7 goals, 6 assists. Obviously, Jeremy Doku being one of City's biggest creative outlets anyway in terms of providing assists. Obviously, he's joint level with Ryan Cherki in terms of getting the most assists for this City side anyway. Obviously, he's only got 3 goals, the Belgian winger anyway, but still only 23 years old. So, yeah, you look at that. Obviously, Cherki, Foden, 2 midfield players. Nico Riley, a midfielder / defender as well. But you're looking at City's attacking players, a bit similar to Liverpool. If you take out Hugo Ekitike from Liverpool's numbers this year, then and obviously Salah's not scored enough, Gakpo's not scored or assisted enough anyway. given that those two players were very instrumental to Liverpool's system last year and had a big impact in terms of the Premier League anyway. Hasn't been the case this season, but when it turns around next year, I think hopefully, I am hoping Gakpo is in and around the squad next season. There's still a very good footballer, and I know a lot of Liverpool fans out there might think very different, but yeah, I do think if he can kick on again next season, I think Gakpo in a Liverpool system, he's not a player that will grab the game by his scruff of the neck. I think he's a very good system player if you've got the right players around him. But when Liverpool have got too many players out of rhythm, really, I think Gakpo is certainly a player. And not just Gakpo, but a lot of Liverpool players really do suffer when there's a lot of players around them. But I suppose there's going to be a lot of incomings and outgoings in the summer, Reds, and I think a lot of Liverpool fans possibly. But I tell you, we can't be losing Gakpo in the summer anyway, because unless we were bringing in another 5 attackers anyway, it's just not going to happen, is it? You're looking at what's his name anyway, Chiesa as well. So yeah, it's a lot of work anyway, and there's rumours, obviously Richard Hughes of Saudi anyway, wasn't it, over the last couple of weeks. But if that's the case, then we're just a bit of a mess anyway. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it anyway. Big up there, Trev. How are we, la? Gerard. Oh, sorry there, buds. Hero Joan would be happy. It would be. Yeah, I see that Hero. Obviously, with all like the international football, at least we've had bits of good LFC content to watch anyway. Don't be worrying. I'm not going to be giving. Not that anyone cares about my top 10 anyway, but. Yeah, people's top 10s lists were getting absolutely battered, weren't they? Even Liverpool legends as well. So, yeah, not that anyone cares about my top 10 anyway. But yeah, don't worry, there'll be no top 10 rankings on the live stream today anyway. But yeah, if you want to put them in the comments, chat, I'll very much go through them anyway. Go through your comments. But yeah. I just found it mad, chat. If you've been away from social media, Carragher put his top 10 Liverpool players of all time, and yeah, it just ignited the fan base anyway. And but yeah, it's just opinions. It's not the end of the world. Like, yeah, it's just opinions at the end of the day. Like, it's just Carragher's put his top 10 sound. It's like. No, I'm personally, and a lot of Liverpool fans out there aren't going to lose sleep anyway. Even Salah and the players that were on the list, like, they're not going to really care, are they? But just a bit of fun anyway. But the world of social media, everything gets taken too seriously now. But big up there as well. Big up there, Ken, as well. Hopefully I pronounced that right, mate. Apologies if not. Yeah, a top manager gets the best out of every player that he has at his disposal. I think that's one of the biggest assets, as we all know, with Jurgen Klopp. You look at a player like Divock Origi. He knew his role in the squad, but Divock played his big part in Liverpool winning the Champions League, Premier League as well, in terms of getting a couple of late goals. So yeah, just every top manager, it's about utilising your squad to the fullest. And certainly if you don't find a player in your system, then get rid of them. Like, in terms of move them on in the summer. Like if Chiesa's with it, if Arno is here next season and Chiesa's still here, and we've seen evidently that he's not being relied upon in a lot of games this season, then yeah, like if it comes around next season and Chiesa's still on the bench and Arno if he's still around anyway next season, and he's not getting used, then it's just a wasted squad option. Like, just bring one of the younger players off the bench, like one of the academy lads. If you're not going to give Chiesa an opportunity, and we know he got sent back, or was a fitness or whatever for the international break. It's not just Chiesa, but the Italian national side is diet of quality, really. Chiesa's a good player when he's fully fit and fully fired, and we've seen that for Juve, and we've seen that in the Euros as well. But yes, he's had injuries, but yeah, it's going to be a big summer, Eds, as we know. But we've got to finish this season, hopefully, on a big high, really, in terms of winning trophies as well. And we find out, certainly, from games like today, in terms of if we don't turn up, as we said at the top of the show, we don't turn up, then we can get absolutely battered today, really, if we don't really properly turn up as well. Big up there, Trev. How are we, buds? Chat, hope he's... Well, I was going to say, only the Scottish international fans anyway, they're already qualified. And and England fans will be happy anyway. But yeah, commiserations to the lads that didn't qualify for the World Cup anyway. But yeah, another show for another day. I could be here for another 10 hours speaking about that nonsense World Cup joke. Like football as a product, and yes, sadly, it is a product that is turned into now anyway. It should be for everyone. Football. It's like even if you get a football, like it's the world game. Everyone connects through football in terms of even if it's but like the prices for the World Cup an absolute joke, and the prices within Liverpool as well. If you've been away, chat's been 2 weeks. We had the ticket thing as well. I just found that very difficult. There's one for like 1.2 million for the club of the size of Liverpool. That will get changed, Reds, no doubt about that. I know you've had meetings as well, but just understanding the football club and the ethos of the people. Liverpool as a football club will never have issues of selling tickets. That's the main thing that the club understand. But as every company, or whatnot, you've got to understand your consumer base as well. You've got to understand who you're selling your product to in certain different avenues and as well. Certainly, the city of Liverpool, we've not got many millionaires. We've got a couple, but it's not and I do get obviously with the inflation and everything as well. But like for me, I just found it a bit mad, really. There needs to be more communication between Liverpool, and there certainly will be. There needs to be a pause, like 1.2 million. Like, there's other avenues. If you need to release another kit or something, and then just there's other. For me personally, if I was running Liverpool, I just would have not risen the ticket prices. I get the club certainly has got to make increases, but for me, there's other avenues you can increase the revenue in different, whether that be commercial revenue, like kit revenue, or there's other avenues. Like the fans are the heartbeat of this football club, and the way in which the fans as well at the minute in terms of the Anfield, when even this season there's been fans, couple of mates as well, like not dreading going the game, but it's not enjoyable this season. Obviously, it's caveated massively by obviously the football that you are seeing as well. But even when Liverpool were getting beat, like you've got to enjoy going the game, like the flags and the cop, like the banners and everything. It's what makes Liverpool Liverpool. Chats, don't be worrying. I know the club's come out and said there's a 3-year ticket increase or whatever it is in inflation, but hopefully someone is watching or listening watching the reaction to Liverpool fans as well, and not just people on social media, but just the match-going fans that do go home and away, that spend thousands of pounds to cover and love and support this football club as well. But yeah, it will be getting changed. But yeah, just understanding your customer base really as a football club. Yes, we are consumers, and it is a product, Liverpool. But I do think there's other avenues to increase that revenue as well. Yeah, even if you have to raise the kit price by a certain percentage anyway. We sell a lot of kits. We sell a lot of everything really. But yeah, just to appease the fans as well, and rightly so. Hopefully they do change it and they see a lot more sense anyway. But what do I know? I'm just speaking as a fan anyway. But as Steve said there, too much money as well. Yeah, and I know I said, and it's amazing when, like, fair enough with Liverpool, like if you're increasing the revenue, then sound, make sure the product on the pitch is getting improved as well. Like fair enough if you're saying, oh, rising ticket prices, then sound. Only under the understanding of sounds. Do you know when we need a centre half, Liverpool? We actually go and buy that centre half and not wait 3 transfer windows to actually sign a centre half, and then we have to wait another 12 months where we're already out of a title race, we're already out of a Champions League. If Arne Slot needs a player, needs a centre half, needs a midfielder in the summer, go and buy that player, please. Like that fiasco of having Fabinho and Henderson centre halves. Like, what are we doing? So yeah, chat. Yeah. Big up there as well, chat. So yeah. But the discussion as well is so important. That's why obviously supporter boards like Spirit of Shankly, the Spy and Cop as well, like they do a fantastic job in terms of communicating through the Liverpool fans as well to the football club. But yeah, hopefully there will be more meetings planned in regards to ticket prices, because it needs to change. And I do think, me personally, I do think it will change. I think it just needs a bit more of a bigger discussion, really, as well. But if they don't listen to the fans, the club, then I think a lot of Liverpool fans out there will be very disappointed. But I can see it from different views as well. I can see it where the club do need it, like improving. Some fans agreeing to the ticket price change and all that, but it's just understanding, really. Yeah, so we'll find out anyway. Big up there, Reds, as well. But yeah, nice one there, Reds. Do like, share and subscribe to Anfield Index as well if you are new. The usual schedule, as always, Reds. We'll have Gags and Lola following the full-time whistle here this afternoon, following the watch-long as well. You'll have Trev and Dave and the lads taking you through the post-match Raw analysis after the full-time whistle. So if you are a pro subscriber, you'll be able to listen to that in its full entirety as well. The links are in the description as well if you want to check out the Anfield Index Discord. If you are a pro subscriber, you'll be able to have access to full range on the Discord as well. So shows like the post-match Raw and some other shows as well that do get recorded in the sound studio, you'll be able to listen to it live when it's getting produced and pose any questions as well to any of the hosts throughout that show as well. So plenty to get stuck into, and different shows as well, different subsections to all your favourite Anfield Index podcasts as well. So yeah, plenty to get stuck into, Red. So if you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Yeah, so do like, share and subscribe, and a massive thank you to everyone. Of course, I think we're approaching, let's have a little look. I think we are quickly approaching, I think it's 19,000 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. Massive thank you everyone that has done so in terms of that work as well. But there'll be plenty more shows coming, especially going into next season as well. Oh no, sorry, Reds, he's already. Yeah, we're closing on 20,000. What's the hell? Yeah, that's fantastic, Reds. Massive thank you everyone that has continued to support Anfield Index, even go all the way back to the Roy Hodgkinson days as well, when Gags and the lads and the ladies as well were doing the podcasts. And but yeah, hopefully brighter and better days as well ahead for the mighty Reds, most importantly as well. But Reds, as we said, quickly, we are fastly approaching kickoff. 12 minutes away from kickoff, Reds. I wanted to mention in terms of chat, Pep Guardiola, really. I think there was reports in terms of Manchester City that what's going to happen with him. I think, chat, do you think Guardiola will depart Manchester City as well? He's been a phenomenal manager. Annoyingly, I'm just happy he wasn't Manchester United's manager, in all honesty, because couldn't be dealing with Manchester United winning through more Premier Leagues on top of us anyway. But he's winning for the blue half anyway. Not that it's any better, but yeah, he's going to be, I think personally, chat, the way I'm analysing it really is, I'm looking at Pep Guardiola. I think the fire has very much gone out of him, really. We'll find out today. Hopefully we keep him quiet anyway, but I think the departure of Jurgen Klopp has played a massive part in terms of his potential decision making in the future. We all know Guardiola Klopp era of Premier League football. Even before he come to Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, there was that obviously rivalry between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund as well, and obviously the previous other clubs as well. But yeah, I think what a manager, he requires so much more from his players as well. I think for any manager that comes into Manchester City, it's not as easy as just turning up, and City having their world-class players as well. Looks like Bernardo Silva possibly could be departing in the summer. There's been links with Rodri as well to Real Madrid. the press yesterday were asking him about Rodri, and Guardiola saying that there wasn't many players that have turned down Real Madrid. So I was saying right back, didn't. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting in terms of not just Liverpool going into next season, but Manchester City, I think. And we'll always look at Manchester City because they have been Liverpool's rivals over the last 10-year period as well. But it's from a selfish point of view, Reds, I don't know how you feel. I'm hoping Guardiola just leaves the Premier League. Not to say it will make it easier, because it won't, because whoever comes into Manchester City will be a very, very good manager. If it's Maresca, then he's very highly sought at in respect to Pep Guardiola loves him as a coach. I think that's more or less a foregone conclusion. If Guardiola does depart at the end of the season or the end of his contract at Manchester City, if Maresca does go in, it won't be an easy job, but yeah, then you'll have Maresca, Arne, if he's still around next season, and Arteta. Yeah, it doesn't hit really when it does it in terms of like the calibre of managers that we've had over the last 10-year period in the Premier League as well. It's not quite Conte, Klopp, Guardiola, even prime Arsene Wenger, Ferguson at the Etihad as well. Like, great managers, but suppose a lot of those managers, even Arne Slot as well, they are young managers that are still, and I say still finding the footing in the game, really, in all honesty. They've got to make their own, like looking at Guardiola, the four-peat in terms, well, winning all the trophies, but the 4 back-to-back Premier League titles. Yes, City do spend a lot of money, how they spend that money, whatever, but it's spending money doesn't guarantee your success. As Liverpool have found out this season, we all thought, go and get Isaac, go and get Viet, go and get Frimpong, go and get all these players. Like, it doesn't guarantee success, really. Hopefully next season it will, when those players do bed in a bit more anyway. But yeah, guarantee it. But having a good squad certainly does help any football manager as well, because the squad Guardiola come into, obviously it changed drastically in his time at Manchester City as well. He always evolved in terms of bringing players in. You look at Myriad Mahrez, Sane's as well, Aguero's, David Silva's, Bernardo Silva's, Companies as well, even John Stones when he was a very good centre-half anyway. Mark Ahe's come in now, so there'll always be that conveyor belt of good players coming to City, mainly due to the amount of money they've got to spend anyway. But it's going to be very fascinating, very, very fascinating the next 5-10 year period in the Premier League. The managers coming into the league, and really who takes the opportunity. If Guardiola does depart, then for me, I look at that as an opportunity. If Liverpool get it right, to hopefully win a lot more Premier League trophies. But we're letting Arteta win a Premier League title. If I'm Jurgen Klopp, chat, I'm Jurgen Klopp, I'm sat at home this season going, Guardiola's left. And not that Klopp had ever admitted anyway, but if I'm Klopp, even though he was absolutely knackered by the time at Liverpool, but he'll be shaking his head going, what are we... The one time I retire or stop managing Liverpool, like Arteta's winning the Premier League with Arsenal as well, but it is what it is. But Eds, if Arne is here next season, then we need to hit the ground running and just win league titles, win Premier Leagues, and be a dominant force again. Because there's an opportunity there, Eds, for the next 5-year period. If Liverpool get it right as well, but having that squad. But chat. Not that I'll be disappointed seeing Guardiola depart the Premier League and departing City. I think we'll all be buzzing. But I think if you are in neutral, yeah. But I suppose the way the Premier League's going in now, Tony Pulis might be getting a job at City. The fella with set pieces and all that. But yeah, so yeah, Tony Pulis probably win FIFA's best manager anyway in this era of football anyway. Sam Allardyce, Hero, possibly getting a job as well. Sorry there, Buzz. How is our yeah, Hero. But yeah, as Cotton said there. Oh, sorry there, Buzz. Let's move that over so I can see it. Wait 1 second, I trust. Move that over there so I can see all your comments. But yeah, sorry there, bud. Yeah, Pep and Jurgen were close even through rivalries. Notice that Jurgen retires. By us, he's being less energetic than when it was Jurgen. So is my opinion you will leave. Yeah, it's going to be an end of an era anyway, chat. Sadly, we didn't win as many more trophies than we did. But yeah, I think we all have the great memories of winning. Obviously, Liverpool winning the league title. Yes, it was in COVID, but you can never take that away in terms of what that meant to every single one of us, watching all the games week on week as well. Everyone's going to scroll down. But yeah, big up there, Cotton. But yeah, the players are in the tunnel at the minute, Reds. We are 4 minutes away from kickoff. If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video as well. It goes a long way. Big up there, Graham. Liverpool facing a generation in the wilderness. I'm 63 now. Thanks for memories as well, Reds. But you never know, Graham. A lot can happen in football, mate. A lot can happen. But the main thing is Liverpool, regardless of whoever the manager is, Liverpool have enough calibre, the quality on the pitch as well. I know everyone speaks about commercial and it's all well and good, but the biggest asset for this football club is, of course, the fella in the dugout is the biggest selling point in terms of Arne Slot or whoever, but having the squad that is capable of competing on all fronts every single season as well. Going into next season, we do have injuries, then we need to make sure that we've got contingencies in terms of certain players coming in and certain players coming out. Like that right back position this season needs to be addressed in the summer. We can't have another season like last year where both right backs are constantly injured every single week as well. There's a reason why Liverpool's defensive record is abysmal. Like there's no consistency across that back line anyway. Like doesn't help Ali, doesn't help Van Dijk, doesn't help Kanate or Kirkes or when he's trying to settle in as well, and even Robbo when he's played. So it's going to be a very interesting chat. Yeah. Well, yeah. Some amazing memories as well though, Graham. I'd say yeah, there'll be good years ahead, mate, anyway, but it's going to be a very big summer, as we all know, in every avenue for Liverpool as well. But Reds, we are approaching kick-off, and we'll quickly run through the starting 11 for anyone that's just tuned in. Quite new here this afternoon. If you haven't already done so, make sure you drop a like on Anfield Index. I'm your host, Jack McIndoe, Matchday Live here, Reds, and there's plenty post-match as well. You got the post-match Raw. That'll be getting recorded live. And of course, on YouTube as well, you'd have the Gags Tandon Show. Gags will be joined by Lola, and they'll be taking you through all the big moments, as will the lads on the post-match Raw. Hopefully, we've got a lot of big moments to speak about Liverpool in terms of a lot of goals and a lot of quality on show, hopefully today. And yeah, hopefully we're not on the back end of a hiding really from Liverpool, from Manchester City, but we'll find out very soon as well. But we'll quickly run through the starting 11s for anyone just tuning in for Liverpool this afternoon. We'll start with the home side. Trafford in goal, Matthias Nunes, Kosanov, Mark Gahey, Riley, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Semenyo, Cherki, Doku and Erling Haaland as well. And for Liverpool this afternoon, Mamadashvili's in goal now. A back four of Joe Gomez coming in for Frimpong. So it's Gomez, Kanate, Virgil van Dijk, Kirkes, Jones, Gravenberch, Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, Viet and Ekitike. I've got it set up as a 4-2-2 formation, Reds, but I'll let you know if that's changed any difference as well. Oh, there's Pep Linders. After saying he wouldn't be joining a rival. Nice one, Pep, lad. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of the bench for Liverpool as well, Rio Ngamua, Morrison, Chiesa, Gakpo, Trainioni, McAllister, Frimpong, Andy Robbo and Woodman as well makes up the bench. And for City, Savinho, Marmoush, Reinders, Foden, Gonzalez, Kovacic, Aït-Nouri, Ake and Donnarumma as well. So Reds, let's hope Liverpool can do the business today. As Jack said there, hands down the best managerial rivalry in the history of the Premier League. Let's move that there. Premier League, no animosity, just pure respect for each other and going back and forth on results as well. And Reds, we are underway here. Sorry there, chat. The clock's not working. I'll quickly bring that up anyway. There we go, Reds. We are underway here. Come on, Liverpool. Don't worry, chat. Let's quickly get that timer up to what I'm on. There we go, chat. That is spot on anyway. We are underway. Liverpool shooting from right to left here. This afternoon at the Etihad. Got to start very, very, very quickly today. 100% there, Jack. Apologies, mate. As you were saying with that. Yeah, a phenomenal rivalry, but that. Hopefully, Liverpool a lot more dominant in the years to come as well. Yeah. Yeah, 100% there, bud. Chat, you anticipate a rivalry like that happening again? As I mentioned, Manesca possibly getting the City job. Do you think Doku shots dragged wide there? So City, in the opening minute or so of this game, really trying to dictate the tempo of the early stages of this game. But certainly we need to keep tabs on Riley anyway. O'Reilly, very, very instrumental. He's grew into that City shirt more this season. He's loves to really get in behind and well done there, Flo. And really punish opposition teams as well. Big up there, Julie. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah. Hope we turn up, hopefully, mate. Hopefully that is the case. Nice one there, bud. Enjoy the game, Neds, as well. Hopefully we can win. And yeah, chat, make sure you are tuning into the post-match as well with Gags and Lola. That'll be live after the full-time whistle as well. Mamadashvili all the way back up the top end of the pitch. Liverpool trying to close a space. Joe Gomez, good battle there. Well done by Joe Gomez. Florian Wirtz, he's in behind Bernardo Silva. There's an opportunity for Liverpool down the left-hand channel. Ekatike still got it, but he's been forced all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. Great defending there by Rodri. But first time Liverpool actually got in behind Manchester City's back line. Flo. Oh, lovely quick feed by Florian Wirtz. Ball to the left-hand channel. Ekatike inside the penalty box. Can he get a shot off? He's found Flo. Oh, it's a block shot anyway. But I tell you, if you've missed Flo in the international break, he got 2 goals, 2 assists for Germany. He scored an absolute banger off the left-hand channel for Germany. But just on that opportunity there, getting in behind with quite a fair bit of ease anyway. He's just got that look. It's going to be a free kick to Liverpool. Left-hand side of Manchester City's penalty area. But that is much better by Liverpool. And well done, Curtis. Just pivoting his body to the left-hand side there. Anticipating the foul from Semenyo. It's not the perfect angle for Dominic Szoboszlai. It's about 35 yards out. Left-hand side of City's penalty area. So we're going to be a ball whipped into the far stick. It's going to be an in-swinger. Szoboszlai standing over this, and Salah, or will it be a Salah? Probably suits Salah on this angle anyway, but to have a cross into the box. No, Dom. Ball in. Canate. He's going to be headed on target anyway, but James Trafford, very comfortable for the goalkeeper, who played a big role in the League Cup final not too long ago anyway. But Pep Guardiola and chat, was it? You had Arsenal fans complaining, going, "Oh, we had Kepa in goal. Get a better second goalkeeper then, anyway." Kevin Kelleher won 2 League Cups for Liverpool. What a goalkeeper anyway. That was their excuse. He's not our main goalkeeper. Okay, Arsenal. I'd say here, Liverpool struck us a bit better anyway. Liverpool getting a couple more touches on the ball, really trying to settle ourselves, find our footing. But I'm trying to figure out, chat, is it... It looks like it's a 4-3-3 setup at the minute, Reds. Obviously, Flo off the left-hand channel with Ekatike and Salah. And you got Jones to the left of the midfield three with Szoboszlai to the right of Gravenberch. Well done, Hugo, working his way back into that left wing position there. Van Dijk, poor pass out there. Put Liverpool back under more pressure now. But City getting their first corner of the game in the first 5 minutes. Ryan Cherki. I think Cherki and Floody and Vert, two of the best dribblers of a ball in European football in terms of just keeping that ball close to them. Low centre of gravity and just being able to shield the ball. City with an in-swinger here now. It's going to be Bernardo Silva. There's a battle on the front post here. It's collected by Mamardashvili. Will the Georgian have a quick distribution, but Van Dijk's just told him just to calm down a bit. Since he's been able to get their players back into position as well. But chat, looks like Mamardashvili, especially this season, will be getting a lot more opportunities come at the end of the season anyway. But Liverpool are in here. Gravenberch, can he find Ekatike's bit of space here down left hand side? Quick ball. Viet inside the penalty box. I just couldn't quite get the pass off there. Doku on the counter-attack here now. Liverpool need to be careful, and we've recovered that really well. Liverpool, can we make that turnover? I've just gone all the way back there, really. But you can sense from the City fans getting quite frustrated at the minute in terms of Liverpool being able to dispossess. Curtis Jones on the edge of the penalty box needs a couple of options. He's found Gomez on the overlap. Early ball in. Szoboszlai, the block shot by Bernardo. And Liverpool have won that ball back. That's better, Liverpool. Come on. Don't let them out. But it's excellent play so far by Liverpool. Just not allowing Manchester City outside their own penalty box. And they do win it. Liverpool win it back even quicker. Van Dijk, ball down the left-hand side here. Now Ekatike. He's got Szoboszlai to the far stick if he can find him. But he's went with a little give and go with Milos. But certainly Liverpool committing quite a lot of players on the overload. Jones, he's done well there, but no, Ibu, that's not the greatest ball out there. Just takes any form of rhythm out of it. It's a poor ball by Ibu. Just giving City the ball back anyway. But if anyone did watch the League Cup game a couple of weeks ago anyway, City playing Arsenal, it was fascinating the way Manchester City did set up in a 4-2-4 formation in terms of forward attackers, really suffocating the Arsenal back line anyway, forcing them to go long on many of occasions anyway. But it was just an intriguing tactical switch by Pep Guardiola. Doesn't look like he's done that today with Liverpool at the minute, but only 10 minutes into the game, a lot can change. But that's an interesting way. Not many teams can do that against Arsenal in terms of going man-to-man at the back line. Not many teams have got the calibre of Liverpool's City's midfielders. But certainly Liverpool on our day, if our lads can be up for it anyway, then we've got the qualities to go head to head against them. But the game on Wednesday, it's going to be a fascinating game, isn't it, Reds? I am looking forward to it. Ask me that after the first 90th minute whistle. But should be good. It's going to be a proper battle, as it will be today as well, and on Wednesday night. Kirker's on the overlap. Ekatike. He's found flow. Ekatike! Oh, it's excellent play. Just dragged it wide there. But Liverpool's best move of the game so far. And it's fantastic play between Hugo Ekatike. Started off as attacking position on that left-hand channel. Drifted in. Little give and go. And it's a lovely little flick. Just ahead of Ekatike on the edge of the penalty box. Hugo in that position. Should be at least hitting the target. Just dragged it 5 yards wide of the right-hand post. But the first 11 minutes into the game, Liverpool have had 4 attempts to Manchester City's 1. Liverpool have had 1 shot on target to City's 0. As we were speaking about Florian Wirtz scoring the international break, Hugo Ekatike did score alongside Kylian Mbappe as well. Excellent defending by Virgil. Had to get that right because Haaland was creeping in behind him. So yeah, Hugo's been very busy, as Florian Wirtz as well. So yeah, we've got 2 absolute gems on our hands in terms of Ekatike and Florian Wirtz. Oh, that's got to be a foul on Dominic Szoboszlai. Just nutmegged O'Reilly there. Unlucky lad. Dom, bit of Luis Suarez about that then. Ed's thoughts on the start to the game, really, as we approach the quarter of the hour mark. Are you happy? Any concerns, really, from a tactical tweak from you? Just being a bit surprised by the way in which they've started, but I think Liverpool have kind of more or less dictated the tempo so far of the game. We've not allowed City to get a foothold in this game so far. Watch this, be careful, the commentator there now. Don't you dare. Comes that ball down the right hand side for City. I haven't even mentioned Semenyo, Chatball. He's mentioned Cherky as well, but obviously he was linked with Liverpool in the summer. Semenyo, wasn't he? But how much we were in for him, I'm not too sure anyway, but again, when you're competing with City with wages, cleared by Canate, well done, lad. Putting it out for a throw-in. 25 yards from goal for City, yeah. Down Liverpool's left-hand side. But yeah, the wages City can offer, the likes of Semenyo and Marquez. Everyone's going, why has he chosen Manchester City, Geki? Was he on like 300 grand a week or something crazy anyway? We're still negotiating with Canate in terms of his new deal. If he doesn't sign his new deal, he'll possibly go on as well. But Liverpool are bringing in Jeremy Jacquet as well. Shot on target. Nunes. Comfortable. Oh, what a ball to find Salah. If you can get ahead of him. Salah inside the penalty box. Oh, Salah greedy. Just squared it. Just squared it across the box. It's a tap-in for Florian Wirtz. Just what a ball that is by Mamardashvili. Straight down the throat of that Manchester City back line anyway. Straight down the middle. Just needs more composure, Salah. More awareness. I tell you what, it's fantastic defending. He's gone for the shot. You'd probably back yourself anyway. You understand why Mo's had a shot there, but inside the penalty box, if he just waited half a second more and got his head up. Punched by Trafford as well, but a big opportunity fluffed by Liverpool. I'll tell you what, the link-up play between Flo and Ekitike. Wow, this is magical. So, yeah. Just need to keep them fully fit for now and the end of the season. But I'll tell you what, chat. Yes, it's the end of the season. Going what's the back end of the season, but ball behind here. Can Flo get on the end of it? Oh, just couldn't quite get his head on that anyway. Nearly creeped in behind City's back line. But I'll tell you what, chat, if there's one thing positive to come out of this season, really, is obviously that understanding from a technical point of view as well. The more Ekitike and Flo, looks like they really enjoy playing alongside each other as well in this Liverpool team. I think as a younger Reds anyway, just remember that Gerrard-Torres partnership. Great players find a way of playing with each other. They enjoy it. Ball in behind here. City are in. That's a big recovery. Well done, Kirkers. I tell you what, it's a let-off for Liverpool in terms of shaky anyway. But Liverpool in a quick spring counter-attack here. Can Salah get his head up on this occasion now? He's got Viet at the far stick. Salah inside the penalty box. Twisting and turning. And he's got a corner out of that. But I tell you what, end to end in the blink of an eye, really. Cherki should have put that into the back of the net. It's a poor touch by the Frenchman. Yeah, but it's excellent recovery work by Kirkes. He fell. He did slip Kirkes, but it done the job, really. It put off Cherki inside the penalty box. He didn't know what was happening. But yeah, Manchester City now. Very, very open game, Reds. Very, very open. Both managers won't be best too pleased in terms of how open it is defensively. Oh, Canate just letting Cherki, Erling Haaland. Cherki's gone down. Semenyo. And Cherki's got both of his hands up. I don't think there was much contact in that. He's complaining, Ryan Cherki. But it was just strange body positioning there. Let's have a little look on this replay. Oh, that's a dive. I know the Oscars were a couple of months ago anyway, mate, but that is a joke of a dive. Yeah. Yes. Joke, man. Van Dijk, absolute joke, mate. Booking for simulation. Yeah, Phil. Yeah. Well, supposing even sorry there, chat. Salah in that position, last season you would have. Yeah, you would have. Oh, get that camera. I'm not bothered about Pep Guardiola. He's in the stands. He's suspended. But yeah. Probably Salah from last season. You would have expected Mo to put down to the back of the net, but cussing of it was great defending. I only found out on the replay on a separate angle. But it was great defending. Neither centre half. But you put your mortgage on Salah, usually find the back of the net in that position. But the more and more, Charles was just saying about Viet and Ekitike. Wow. They're going to be some already top footballers anyway, but we got two very special footballers anyway. Yeah, it is, very entertaining game, mate. Very end-to-end. I even forgot. Sorry, chat. That, I forgot. Guardiola was suspended. Pep Linder's on the touchline today. Rodri been a bit quiet so far, which is a good thing for Liverpool. As you know, he's got that quality just to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Even he is a defensive midfielder anyway, but even still, he's got those qualities. Flo putting it out for a corner. 20 minutes gone here, Reds. Liverpool have had, I'd say, larger spells of possession. Bigger chances anyway so far. 20 minutes into this game. Just Liverpool really failed to capitalise on the big moments. City here now with their second corner of the game. Ball in for City, cleared by Etihad at the front post. Yeah, big up there, Mark. Good to see you all in here in the comments, Reds. If you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video as well. Massively helps out. Okay, he's beat us 4 times this season. Yeah. Now, does anyone see him against Real Madrid? Just saying. Yeah. Right, go on, Liverpool. Mbappe and the lads had a good time anyway. And I wanted to sign Mark anyway, but yeah. I'm on the Reds. Liverpool on the halfway line. The travelling cop in full song as always. Absolute legends. It's all about frustrating the City side though, chat. It's trying to just control the game, frustrate the crowd. If we can get a goal in the next 10 minutes, we certainly would deserve it, really. I'm on Hebrew, get in that box. It's a quick corner that should have waited there. And even Joe Gomez is just saying, like, the centre halves weren't even fully into the box anyway. But yeah. Gonna be a long throw here. Go ahead, Joey Gomez. Long throw. You can't beat him, join him. Go on. Ball in. Clear by Kosanov. Kirkers. Long searching ball up and spin on that. It's going to be a Manchester City throw in anyway. Yeah. The mighty City got Exeter and Salford in their draws, whilst we got all Premier League sides. Sound. Ekatiki off the left-hand channel. It's got to be a foul there, referee. No? Nothing of it? Okay. Joker on the counter-attack here now. Oh, get it rid. What? A yellow card for Gravenberg? Are you mad? He's being booked for simulation there, chat. That's a joke. He doesn't even touch him. He puts... It's a little tap on the shoulder, man. Gravenberg, unlucky there, lads. Silly decision. I know. It's alright, we'll spend the next hour watching Bernardo Silva put in about 20 fouls and get absolutely no yellow card. Ball in behind. Well done, Mamardashvili. Come off his line quickly there. Oh, bloody hell, Gaz. From everyone and Anfield Index, mate, and every Liverpool fan, mate, and Gaz, look after yourself, bud, anyway. Anything at your ear, bud. Take it day by day. Look after yourself, fella. Don't be doing too much. Thinking of your lot. Hoping you're okay. Hopefully you're on the mend, mate. Florian Wirtz. Kirkers. Jones. Liverpool just have a little period of possession here now. Just trying to control the game a bit more now in our own half, which is fine. Just wait for a bit of possession there, and not good when we're doing that though. So 25 minutes into the first, 45 minutes, Reds, another 20 to go. Hopefully Liverpool can close out the first half and a bit more of a style, really, a bit more better quality. Toku's got to be offside there. That's good, mate. Good. Keep us all updated, bud, anyway. How are you getting on? Life's too short, Eds. Enjoy every day that you can with your family and your friends. And enjoy the football as well. Even in the good moments and our bad moments as well. As much as you possibly can. It's not been the greatest season this year, Eds, but you know what? This club means a lot for every single one of us. Lovely, but the good times will eventually arrive again for Liverpool. Not too far around the corner. Salah, ball in. Jones. Oh, he's done well there, Jones. Ekatike over the bar. Hugo, lads. I tell you what, he knows he's had a little breather there as well. He knows what an opportunity that was, Jones. Oh, Ekatike inside the penalty box, just to the left-hand side of the penalty box there. He's leant back just slightly there. He needs to just put his foot through that, really. Big chance there for Hugo. It would be interesting to see the... Hang on, that's handball. Book him. It's handball. He's just handballed it. Semenyo. And he done another angle on that. But if Van Dijk is on the pitch... See, let's have a little look at... I need a better angle, but it looked like Semenyo blatantly handballed that on the pitch when it was just about to go off anyway, but... Oh, what a ball that is by Ibu. That's better, Ibu. Oh, Tom, get your feet sorted. Ball to the far stick. Ekatike. He's found Curtis Jones. Offside. Sound. Big up there, match. Information is... It's... In what context, bud, anyway? Are you not happy with the formation, or do elaborate, lad? I was going to say. I think at the minute, we've not been too bad, mate. But in terms of real clear-cut opportunities, I think we've been fine so far, mate. I think what we're doing is working at the minute, but we've had a couple of big opportunities, just really failed to not fully capitalise. Yeah, it's the matters. But, Mark and Reds, if Liverpool can pick up the form now at the end of the season, it's the perfect point to pick up a bit of form. Take your time. It's going to be a corner for Manchester City here now. Yeah. Tom putting that out for a corner. So Doku standing over this corner. Cherky as well. Short corner to Cherky for City. Edge of the penalty area. Yeah, not too. Kenny and Rushy on the in the stands there. Great clearance by Virgil. So it'll be a throw in for City as well. Down that left-hand channel. Yeah, Kenny and Rushy How much would those two lads be in their prime, Reds? Easy. I'd say 300 between. Well, probably even more than 300. In the modern era. Not too bad, really. Semenyo ball into the far stick. A big save by Maradashvili. Take your time there, Reds. Well done, Flo. Oh, excellent play by Liverpool. Out on the back here. It's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool. Take your time there, Flo. Get back into shape. Don't rush it. Not like you name me anyway, but just take your time, lad. Well, it's a big save there. It's a great interception there. Just took the pace out of the cross there by Kirkes. Going on about a lack of touches for Haaland, but he only needs about 2 touches and he'll come away with 3 goals. Ireland. Yeah, it always good still. Always. So, 40 minutes left to go on the first 45 minutes, Reds. Just need to see a bit more of a better improvements in terms of just trying to get a bit more clinical with the possession. Shaky. This is where he thrives into these little pockets of space that he's able to just drive into. He's found Haaland. It's another touch for him anyway. But you can't be allowing that, Liverpool. Don't be allowing Shaky. He's drifted over to the left-hand side. So it'll be a goal kick for Liverpool. But thankfully, Doku didn't have much space to run in there. But Liverpool just switching off for a couple of seconds there. Shaky started that attack for City off the right-hand channel. And then he drifted over to the left-hand channel as well when he was not in possession. But it's important that, obviously, Cage Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai are picking up those runs from Shaky as well. Well, yeah, it's a foul, not a more there, referee. Yeah. Yeah, some moments, mate. 100% Mark. If I'm not done so, do drop a like, share and subscribe as well if you are new here, Reds. To Anfield Index. Hit that subscribe button. You work at CK. He's got space ahead of him down this left-hand channel. It's a fantastic ball by K to find Kirkes. Can he get a ball in? He's got a throw in out of it anyway, but what's the referee on about here? Is he giving a yellow card? Wow! Chat. Rodri's actually getting a yellow card. I still can't get over that performance in the Champions League final for Rodri. How he escaped that final without a red card, beyond me. But it's an art form, isn't it, in football? Getting those, like, just needless fouls anyway and managing to come away from a game with no booking. Throw in for Liverpool to the front post. There's a bit of space here for Liverpool. If we can get it into the box. He's found Virgil van Dijk. Oh, Virgil, he's turning into Johan Cruyff there in the penalty area with a lovely little flick. Just no one there. It was interesting variation of a pass from Virgil van Dijk, but yeah, it was a lovely flick round the corner from Virgil. Wouldn't really expect that from a centre half, but I suppose from our done the job. But no, sadly, no one was on the same wavelength. Oh, lads, come on. Get a foot on that. But yeah, a bit more better confidence by the Reds. That's it. Close them down. Well done, Jones. That's it. Now that. Oh, now City have opened up the the space. So this is where, like City, if you don't fully commit to the press, you can get absolutely punished on the counter attack when you get through the lines. Anyway, Bernardo ball down the left hand side here now. Doku. It's a double man team here of Gomez and Gravenberch. Rodri on the edge of the box. Don't let him shoot. Nico Riley. It's going to be a corner for Manchester City as well. So 10 minutes left to go in the opening 45 minutes in this quarter-final FA Cup game. Both sides, both managers won't be best too pleased. He just lives football, doesn't he? Pep Guardiola. Fair play to the lads. Oh, he's on his phone. Probably telling Pep. Clear by Liverpool, thankfully. Why are we so deep still? Bernardo Silva. Ball to find Semenyo. Rodri. Nunes. And it's a penalty to City. Ah, you are having a laugh. That's a joke. It's poor defense. Just. That's an absolute joke, that. I tell you, I need to see a better angle on that. But City have got a penalty here. Does Van Dijk go through him? Oh, that's poor, Virgil. Oh, just don't do that, Virgil. Yeah, it's a soft penalty, but any player in world football is going to go down in that position. Just Van Dijk just kicks O'Reilly's right boot there. It's needless. It's horrendous defending by Virgil van Dijk. For all that possession and opportunities, Haaland's done absolutely nothing in 37 minutes in this game, and he's got an opportunity to put City 1-0 up anyway. Just us this season anyway, innit? Go on, Jojo. Come on, Milashvili, lads. He did save a penalty not too long ago at Anfield, didn't he? A couple of weeks ago. Same again, please, lads. Erling Haaland here from the penalty spot to put Manchester City 1-0 up. And he has. And all that good bit of spell of possession and quality. Some moments of Liverpool, but it's what happens when you get punished. When you're making silly individual errors at the back from Virgil van Dijk. Just poor defending, man. Just sums up our defending. No, not good enough. Yes, he has been absolutely quiet for the last 37 minutes. But Haaland, he went the same side. I think that was the same side that he went to Anfield as well, Haaland. I'm a bit surprised Mamardashvili didn't go the same side either that he did in the Premier League. But chat, Manchester City 1-0 up anyway. Yeah. And whose comment was it there? But yeah, big up there. Yeah, as you were saying with the formation as well, like just even still, we've had half chances. I'd say half chances, but yeah, it's just not really a lot to go off really, as it Reds. Not really clear cut slicing Manchester City open really. Had a couple of opportunities, but nothing big really. But this is where City, we've got to be careful now. City don't run away with the game here. We can't allow them to score another goal before half time. If they do, then that'll be a good night Vienna as well. Van Dijk intercepted that now. Opportunity for a Springer attack, counter attack. Ekatike. Yeah, apart from Florian Wirtz and Ekatike, Liverpool's attack has been next to non-existent, really. Really poor. But chat, thoughts on that decision from Virgil? Mark. Just the balance of the team just feels very, very off, like in terms of what we're trying to do. Personally, but like if from a defensive point of view, I think Liverpool's that's got to be offside there, ref. No. Like defensively, the midfield has been okay, but in terms of doing the other side of the job, the biggest part of the job as well, in terms of getting those attacking runs, creating for the attackers as well, just really struggling. Really struggling. City down the right hand side, Semenyo against Kirkes. 2 former Bournemouth teammates going head to head. Marquinhos. Doku. Eder Gomez. Can he get a cross in? He's found Rodri, but certainly the City, as soon as they've got that goal, Reds, they've suffocated Liverpool in terms of just not allowing them out. It's been all City. Oh, what a ball that is. Ball to the far stick for City. Thankfully, hasn't resulted in a goal, but this is where City make their best start playing their best football here now. And this doesn't mean Liverpool should be trying to at least do something, but we're sitting in here. I get you don't want to be getting battered by City, but you're 1-0 down, sitting behind the ball, and we're just inviting pressure. Bernardo Silva down the right-hand side here now. There's 3 minutes left, but I think there's another goal coming here, that's, if I'm being honest. Ball to the far stick. O'Reilly. What are we doing, Reds? Come on, switch on. Cherky. Goal kick for Liverpool. Blow this half-time whistle, but Chat's just lost at the minute in terms of what we're trying to do here. Chat, do you understand like what we're trying to do? Maybe first 15-20 minutes you'd understand playing this way. Obviously, you want to bide your time, maybe try and grow into the game, but as the first half has got later and later, just not it really. I think like just looking at the midfield, and probably you when you're watching the game, if you are today, chat as well, just looking at each other. Oh, Joe Gomez completely missed that. Thankfully, he's offside there. Doku, tell you what, it's got to be close, that. I'm not getting a replay of that. Yeah, but yeah, Mark's saying. Yeah, for my first analysis, I was like, oh, never a penalty anyway, but it's the beauty of having replays anyway. But yeah, it was a bit of it was one of them, but as I said, any attacker in world football is going to go down. Liverpool got a throw in here. Nice one there, Carlos. Apologies, mate. I'm not too sure what that if he says. So obviously not going to bring that up, mate. Apologies. Florian Wirtz, whatever referee. Yeah, Mark, it was just one of them. Is that 2 minutes added on there, chat? Not too much time left to go yet. You work at TK. Like, you look at, like, the midfielders, though, chat as well. Like, in every top side, even Arsenal as well, let's say this season, and City in the pump, and even today as well, Haaland's made a fantastic run in behind Van Dijk, just about got a toe on that anyway. But I look at Liverpool's midfield at the minute today, Reds, just, they've been defensive, and he understands to a certain extent, maybe. But in terms of trying to unlock an opposition team, whether that be City or even many teams that we've seen rock up to Anfield in the Premier League as well, just, I need more from the midfielders, though, Reds. I think we all do. Because you can have that defensive steel in some games. But even when you are on the back foot, when you're soaking up a lot of pressure, you've just got to have that quality, though, to be able to play out from the back, play under pressure, and really progress up the top end of the pitch. That's what we'll speak about at half time as well. Cherky. He's found Semenyo, ball in, 2-0, simple. That's a fantastic goal by City. Fair play. Semenyo, little drifted ball into the penalty box. But as I was saying there, the midfielders, that's a great goal. I'd actually love Liverpool to score a goal like that one day this season as well, but just simple. Get the ball into your striker and just create a goal for them. We've not done that for Ekatike at all today. He's had half chances, but as I was saying with the midfielders here, ball down the right-hand side, shaky, creating that, being the midfielder, creating that opportunity for your winger, finding Semenyo, ball drifting into the box. And Van Dijk getting absolutely taken out there, really. Van Dijk goes to close down the cross there, Virgil, but he gets nowhere near it. And then Ibu Konate gets absolutely bullied inside the penalty box by Erling Haaland. Get that camera off Pep Linders, please. There we go. Just a bit mad seeing him celebrating a City kit after going toe-to-toe with Jurgen. Whatever, la. But yeah, City, fair play. They deserve the 2 goals. Yeah, Reds. 2-0 up to Manchester City. Fair play. Liverpool. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous, really. In terms of, we had little half chances, didn't we, Reds? But in an overall sense, again, another 45 minutes wasted. And as I said, Reds, I called it like 2 minutes ago, didn't I? I said there was a goal coming. How can I see that? And how many times have we said on the watch-alongs, we can sense a goal if you're watching at home or even in the away end today as well. The travelling cop would have been able to, you can just sense it. But the only people that can't sense it is the people on the bench, people doing the tactics as well. Like, just it's the total in-game control. Like, just adapt. You have to adapt to certain situations as well. And Liverpool, sadly, not good enough as well. But we are getting beat by City. It is Manchester City as well. But even still, regardless, this type of half has been seen not just against Manchester City, seen this against the likes of Forest and every other team in the Premier League this season as well. But Eds, how do you make about that as well? Just made this game even more difficult than it would have been 30 seconds before that second goal come in anyway. But again, it's going to have to be some team talk from Arne Slot. But yes, you can't. The manager can't compensate for some individual poor defending, but we've seen that far too many times this season where you've got Van Dijk making errors, Canate making errors in games as well. But that to me is just petulant defending, really. It's unlike Van Dijk, but Van Dijk's done that on many of occasions this season as well, where he's turning his body position and away from the goal, like even trying to, that second goal, it was a difficult cross to slow, cross. It wasn't just Van Dijk, but I'm speaking about just his positioning, really. Like Van Dijk of old, in his pomp, would not allow himself to be getting dragged out wide. But it's fair play. It was a great goal by City, but we don't have to make it easy for some teams anyway, with some of this poor decision making. Even before that balls got to the byline, even Liverpool positionally stopping that ball from getting into that position as well, and just literally seconds before, speaking about Liverpool's lacking of midfield guile, really, from defensive and attacking sense as well. But look at Ryan Cherki as well for City. They're just drifting out wide, creating an opportunity for his winger. Liverpool's midfielders, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Jones as well, been non-existent, really, in terms of when we've got in and around the penalty box. Yes, we've had, I know people might mention the half chances as well, but that's all they are, half chances, not unreal. Apart from that, I'm trying to think of the Ekatike one on the left-hand side of the penalty box, where he should be at least hitting the target as well, but it's just bits and bobs, really, and it's not really clear-cut. Mark-Van Dijk has done as Liverpool played as well. Steve saying he thinks Liverpool boring at the minute to watch as well. Mark saying about Salah needs to fix up his boots as well. Big up there, Michael as well. He's slot out at the minute. Obviously, a lot of Liverpool fans will have the similar sentiments as well, mate. But we know Liverpool aren't going to be making any changes until now at the end of the season. I think we're going to have to put up with performances like this on. But I tell you, if we have a half like this, like we did last year, if we have a half like this against Paris Saint-Germain, we'll get absolutely punished. Really. Obviously, Paris Saint-Germain are without Desiree Doué, but you've still got Dembele, you've got Kvaratskhelia, you've got so many top quality players, and even the midfield as well for Paris Saint-Germain. You're looking at Bernardo Silva. How old is he now? 31, 32, 33, whatever it is. Pulling the strings, and he's going to be departing Manchester City as well come at the end of the season. Matt's saying, yeah, I was very disappointed. Just thoughts on that? Well, Van Dijk on those two goals, giving away the penalty as well, just a needless kick to O'Reilly's shin anyway, giving away a very soft pen anyway, but it's a penalty at the end of the day. Big up there, Chris. Can't wait for the journalist scramble to pump out the article supporting the manager after the match as well. Yeah, it's going to be the usual, Chris, anyway, but I hope you're well, mate. Reds, none of us enjoyed that 45 minutes, but everyone's going, oh, Liverpool played better in the second half. Do we? Yes, we do, but I miss a Liverpool team where we'd kind of win 45-minute games. We shouldn't have to be starting games of football in the 45-minute period, because if we do that over the two legs against Paris Saint-Germain, if it wasn't for Alisson last season, we would have been out by an absolute country mile in the first leg. But yeah, it's just sloppy individual headers, but that's been marred. It's been across Liverpool's whole season, really, hasn't it, Reds, in all honesty. But to one of the next coming in a second, so we don't get mauled as well. Yeah, fling on Paris Saint-Germain on Wednesday night anyway. But you'd like to hope a bit more of the players' quality will shine, because it's the big stage, Champions League as well. I just find it a bit mad that certainly a lot this season where the players are just turning it on when it chooses them, really, like when it chooses them, in all honesty. And if you're Arne Slot or whoever's in the dugout as a manager or head coach, the player quality as well. Like, the players can't be picking and choosing when you want to put in a good performance for Liverpool, really. Yeah, nothing's happening, no chat, we know. The bonus score, that's some motivation at that time. Could be enormous. Yeah, Jambo, big up there, but yeah, well, it's going to have to be some team talk anyway, but yeah, even if chat's the thing, no, City are, not that City will sit behind the ball, but from a tactical tweak as well, they're going to probably sustain quite a lot of possession for Liverpool, and they're going to be like, oh, looking at each other going, yeah, Sam, we're 2-0 up. And now Liverpool need to push up the pitch a lot more higher. So that leaves more space for Erling Haaland, Shaky as well, and the other lads as well. So, yeah, it's just going to be plays into the hands. We're getting beat by Pep Linders on the touchline. But, yeah, the players are leaving the freeze. Yeah, poor business as well. It's, as we know, Mark, as we said in the build-up to the game, mate, every Liverpool fan knows it's going to be a mad summer. Mad summer in every department in terms of the club, incomings, outgoings as well. But there's still a season to finish here, so we know Liverpool need to qualify for Champions League. We would be nice if we got into the semi-finals of the FA Cup, but that type of performance, we need a miracle. We need a miracle in the second half, a big miracle indeed. But yeah, it's been one of them. Yeah, passing slow storm. I'm not going to mention next year or whatever anyway, but we don't next thing. Yeah, yeah, I give up us winning anything this season months ago, mate. Yeah, you know how deluded I am, mate, and chat. Try and bring a bit of positivity as well, but like you can't. You can't bring that to the first half anyway, but yeah, the players have fought very differently anyway, so in terms of that performance. But yeah, it's just a bit mad, really, Reds. Yeah, like, and it's not, and going into a game on Wednesday night as well, though, Reds coming into this off the back of absolutely getting battered. There's still another 45 minutes to go here, and you don't want it to be getting into your 4th, 5th, 6th territory in terms of the scoreline, because that doesn't give the fan base, most importantly, or the players, certainly. But that might be my biggest gripe, really, in terms of, like, my biggest concern is just the picking and choosing from players sometimes this season. We know individual errors. We've seen a lot of them this season. A load of them today as well. But that's where, as any elite level, when I'm analysing, we've all watched any elite team as well. Consistency is so important in any sport, but most importantly, Premier League football as well. Like, need to really like a consistency going into next season. We need to be, and that stems from consistency from the starting 11 selection as well. Not chopping and changing players. You're not going to build any real momentum, and just overall quality and performance as well. It's just like we'll have 20-minute spell where we're good, and then another half an hour of awful, like playing poor, and then just vice versa, and just chopping and changing as well. How long until City going to allow a player as well? Yeah. Yeah, it's still going, no Jambo in it. Like, obviously, they're there. But yeah, sorry to hear that, Mark, anyway. Yeah, obviously. Nice one for tuning in still, though, mate, and listening to the commentary anyway. As Jack said there, same old story, but it started well, to be honest. And was all Liverpool for the 25, just didn't make it count. And we can pinch 1 or 2 early. Second, but it will be 3-2. So. Good positive there, Jack, anyway. Would be nice if Liverpool did score 2, mate, but fingers crossed. We need to. As I said, Reds hope on second half Liverpool have been better, but I would even say it's been like an amazing, as you said there, Jack, it probably will be our luck this season. Even if we do score 2 goals, we'll probably switch off in the 95th minute and concede. that's just the way the season's been anyway, chat. But what would you use? Any tactical tweaks, Reds, anyway? Let's have a little look on the bench anyway. As I said, we need a miracle. Liverpool on the bench today in terms of any attacking changes or you could possibly make. You've got Rio and Gamua, you've got Morrison as well, you've got Chiesi, you've got Cody Gakpo, McAllister, Trainioni as midfielders as well. It's just, you haven't got much option there really, have we, Reds? We need to get Isaac back. We really need Isaac back as quick as we possibly can anyway. But then again, what would we rather do, Reds? For me personally, I'd rather, if Isaac had to sit out till now at the end of the season and it meant him being fully fit for next season, I'd do it. Like, I don't want to be bringing Isaac in and then him getting injured again and then having to wait another couple of months before the beginning of the season. It's just one of them really, Reds. But the team out there, we've got quality. Like Floody and Vert, Ekatike were linking up, as we said, as you've already alluded to, chat. First 15-25 minutes looked promising, looked interesting really. Vert was getting in a couple of very tight spaces in terms of milling around, creating those opportunities as well. But if you take Ekatike and Floody and Vert out of this current Liverpool team, Liverpool will really struggle in terms of creating anything really. Yeah, like, even still, if you take away free kicks from Dominic Szoboszlai, what does he do? Like, yes, he works a lot, but I need to be seeing more from him as well. On the ball, off the ball as well. You're looking at your two attacking midfielders in Szoboszlai and Vert. Need to be on it and need to start creating more. And even Salah as well. We need more off the ball and on the ball from Salah and Hugo Ekatike as well. But it's a team collective. It's a whole team collective. And as I said, I was halfway through the first half, chat. I don't know how you felt, but for me, just some very disjointed, like certain patterns of play and just the way I'm analysing it really. Just some of it made sense and some of it didn't really, if I'm being honest. Just some of the positional play, like even looking at the midfield, like Gravenberch, Jones, Szoboszlai, really deep. Like, as I said, even when we were 1-0 up, we had it was like the 40th minute, and we were literally petrified to go anywhere across our own penalty box. All of our three midfielders were sat on the edge of our box. But again, just looking at that chance for Salah as well, when he could have squared it across the penalty area. Apologies, I completely forgot about that anyway. But again, decision making from Salah. Ekatike there, shot over the bar, top right of the bar as well. Just leaning back too much. So we've I'd class them as half chances. I wouldn't say it's not like none of the players are underneath the crossbar really. But it looks like Arne Slot sent the team out very quickly there. City are making Liverpool wait. Fair enough, Arne. But at the end of the day, it's all a collective unit. The manager, Arne, and even the players as well. You represent Liverpool. Please just put in a performance. Just get us into the semi-final if you can. But hopefully, I'm just going into next season on Wednesday night, and just even next season as well. We need to just start giving a bit more anyway. Just give us some more, just even half a sign really of just any form of anything really. Not asking for much. But Reds, strap in. Second half. We are back underway here for the second half of the quarter-final tie at the Etihad Stadium. Liverpool did find themselves 2-0 down. Okay, to see two goals scored by Erling Haaland anyway. Let's hopefully Liverpool can turn this round. Yeah, possibly, mate. Yeah. Champions League's always going to be one of them as well. Jambo saying, Bates look sharp, as did Ekatike and Kirke. Same old frailties, though. Yeah. Comes down to the coach as well. 100% there, Jambo. Not been a while. We're going to lose this game in the next 4 each by 3 or 4. Hopefully not Michael anyway, but that's We're against City, aren't we, bud? City and Paris Saint-Germain. Two teams, if we're not on it, as we found out in the first 45, you can get absolutely battered. 100%. Big up there, Mark, as well. Saying about, obviously, the motivation with Slot is not a motivated manager. Like, yeah, he's got to find his own way, though, Mark, hasn't he? That's been a lot of debate over the last couple of weeks as well in the international break. Obviously, we all know there's not another Jurgen Klopp out there. Jurgen Klopp's Jurgen Klopp. And I said this on the watch along, was it just before the international break as well, Red Suyas? We were saying just Arne's got to find his own way in terms of, that's not a foul there, referee. It's an absolute joke. He's just bought, fair play to, he's just bought that, but Gomez just needs to, O'Reilly's always going to go down there. But he's just ran into him. That's a poor decision by the referee there. Wait, mate, he's just got to find his own way though, bud. Yeah, no. Yeah, Mark says. Yeah, Allison hopefully will be back by the end of April, chat. If you missed his social post, was it yesterday or the day before? We'll find out. It's a big, especially how you start second half as well, though. It's crucial how you start, because if City get one more goal in the next 5-10 minutes, then it'll be a very long rest of the second half. Could get bad, really. Maybe you can see it early on here. I think that's even a dugout though as well. Though, chat, they're playing for Liverpool. They're playing for Liverpool, one of the biggest teams in world football. And even there, like, there's no one. Like, Dom's trying to press there. There's no one. Bernardo, ball down the left hand side here now. Just overhit there. Yeah, if you are new to Anfield Index as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Obviously, following the full-time whistle here today, Reds. He'll be joined by, obviously, the Gags Tandon show. Gags will be joined by Lola. And they'll be taking you through all the instant reaction and analysis of the full-time here at the Etihad. So, Semenyo's in. 3-0. Simple. Absolutely simple. And Liverpool's backline are appealing for offside. Yeah, so simple. Fair play. And what did I just say there, chat? 3-0. This could be a very long day. Second half here, chat. Could be a very long second half. So going to be getting checked by VAR. But Liverpool have a throw in our own half. And what do we do with that throw-in? We throw it straight into the path. Yeah, it's an excellent run and a lovely pass by Cherky. You can't be doing that when Semenyo's running off the back of you. I'm sorry. That's going to be on Wednesday night. That could be Kvaratskhelia. That could be Dembele as well. I'm not looking forward to Wednesday night, Reds. Again, another individual error. Well, it's a whole team collective error. From a throw-in, we literally launched the ball straight into the path of Manchester City's players. There was no one in the vicinity of, like, I think it was Gay, Mark Gay went to anyway, but fair play, City, 3-0 up. It's going to be a long second half here, Reds, and the team that looks like it's going to be scoring more goals is Manchester City. So the 15-minute team talk is well and truly gone out the window, mate. But this, to me, doesn't look like a team that's listening, really. Yeah. Oh, it's a chance for Salah there, but again, no one flying at the far stick. Salah should be scoring that though. Ball in. Ekatike. Come on, lads. Turn up, can yous, please? But Salah there, though, chat apologies. Salah had a good opportunity inside the penalty box there. He forced a good save from Trafford, but no one followed it in at the far stick. Salah, loose possession here now. Salah, you need to work back here, mate, because we're going to get absolutely counter-attacked if no one gets back here. You got Semenyo running through the heart of Liverpool's defence. Oh, wow. What am I watching? Shaky, too easy. He's found Semenyo. Oh, thankfully, Mamadashvili, but I'm sorry. The City players and even everyone in the City stands are going, what? Really? Have we got this much space? Just walking through that's him. We're getting Salah struggling here. Well, the home team's struggling anyway, but chat, this could be a 5-6-7-0 job here. What are we doing? Got to be very careful here, chat. Yeah, as we keep on saying, no chat, nothing's going to be changing. Semenyo shooting from the halfway line. Over the bar there. Say, oh, that was close stuff from Semenyo. Says a lot when Semenyo's trying to score from the halfway line in an FA Cup game. But this team is so disjointed. Has been all season, really. But just as I said at half time, chat. Some of them are playing individually. Some of them are trying to play as a team. And like you're looking at Vert here, trying to drop into the pockets of space. He's trying his best, but tactically we're an absolute mess. 100% there, Trev. Big up there, Storm. Yeah, chat. Nothing's going to be happening until the summer. That's what we've been told from Salah over the bar. What a chance that is, Salah. In edge the penalty box there. You'd expect Mo just to bend that into the top left corner. Just leaning back again, as was Ekatike in the first half there. But just looking at that chance from Salah before, it's a great shot. He's done well to outside the booty. Trafford, big save, but no one's following it in. Every top number 9 or top winger anyway, you need to be. Salah's done the hard work. He's got the shot off. That's a tap in for someone at the far stick. Oh, but come on, we need more from the whole team, but I don't understand what the midfield's trying to do here. As we said at half time, we're too deep in certain moments. Yeah, his team and his coaching, mate. Yeah, it is, but a team is an identity of a head coach, a manager, instructions. And now we've got the Etihad singing about Steven Gerrard. Absolute joker. I know I've said it a couple of times, chat on the watch-alongs. There's been some games, probably a lot more anyway, but just strolling around the pitch. It's Rico Riley's in here to make it 4-0. It's 4-0. Chat, we've literally not even played an hour gone here. This could be 10-0 here. This could be a 10-0, and I'm not exaggerating. We're not even on an hour's gone, and it's great work. But I'm sorry. This is not good enough for Liverpool. A Liverpool team. Regardless who the manager is. Where's the leadership in the group? Get the players together and just tell them, what are we doing? They're just... There's nothing. There's nothing no more. All the Liverpool fans that have travelled all the way to Manchester from around the world, and we're seeing a performance of this level. And everyone around the world getting up nice and early in the morning as well, or night, or whatever he's watching Reds. Simple goal down that left-hand side for City. O'Reilly there, pulling it back to find Erling Haaland, and he's got his hat-trick there. The big lads. Right. So that takes his tally up to 33 now, chat. $33 goals in all competitions this season. He must have heard me saying that he's not scored many goals. And City fans are doing all the Poznan now. But yeah, too many of those Liverpool team playing for individual. But I don't get this though, chat. They'll put, if we, as I said, PSG must be rubbing their hands together again. Enrique going into Wednesday night going, oh, can't wait to play this team. Because even if we have a 15-minute spell like we've had today, we'll get punished. Poorly coached, poorly executed. And even the lads, forget the manager, like some of the performances as well. But as a team, not good enough. Yeah, don't blame me though, Trev. But yeah, Salah inside the penalty box. Come on, Liverpool, show some fight, please. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's going to be, as I said, literally at half time, chat, I said. I called it, Reds. Sorry. And now we've got the Olays are coming out on. We're literally approaching the hour mark here. Say if we got beat 8-0, I think that could be a sacking, though, chat. Like getting beat 8-0. But I suppose all the things we've heard in the press over the last couple of weeks and months is... but I'm Liverpool Football Club. We all are. Liverpool Football Club winning games of football. Liverpool Football Club being successful. We want Liverpool to be in the best shape possible. Whoever that is, we want it to be in the best position. But half an hour to go here, Eds, and the players are just... They're not playing for the manager. And I know a lot of people have said this a couple of times this season. People went, no, well, they are. They're not. These players, half an hour to go. Don't think so. Yeah, it's difficult, Eds. But, you know... Support the badge as always, and the club as always, Reds. Not too bad subs here. Silvino coming on for Doku. Tottenham tried to sign him, was it the summer in January? Like 70, 80 million. Rodri coming off for, oh look, another £50 million player. Is that Nico? Is that Gonzalez? Gonzalez, anyway. Frimpong's on here, Eds, but I don't think that'll make much of a difference. Certainly when you're 4-0 down. I'd rather not really bring Frimpong on, considering he's been out injured that many times this season. Let me just change this, Reds. Spring Frimpong on. And we all love Frimpong, chat. That's not me saying that he's not a good player or whatnot, but from a tactical point, yeah, bringing on Frimpong, it won't change it. So it was Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez, come on. For Frimpong. Hey, Joe Gomez, come off for Frimpong, sorry. Oh, we got a penalty. Oliver's actually give us something. Liverpool got a penalty there, Eds. Come on. It's a poor foul by Neves there. Sloppy foul there. Salah's going to be taking the penalty anyway. So with Salah, he's had a couple of opportunities. It's going to be his final game at the Etihad for Mohamed Salah. As long as he doesn't join City next season, like. But Salah from the penalty spot to get Liverpool back into the game in any shape or form. Salah against Trafford, and he saved it. Mo lads. You knew exactly where Salah was going down the right hand side. Unlucky there, Mo lads. I was going to say just before he took that, was it Gerrard against Blackburn? And Gerrard blasted it over the bar. But Salah at least got his on target anyway. But yeah, 4-0 there. Yeah, and I believe that too as well, though, Trev. I know that's a bit... I know I've spoken to a lot of people and said, oh, the players haven't stopped running for the manager, but the way I look at that, Reds, Trev, and all yous have all watched probably thousands of hours and more of football anyway, but I just watching this team many occasions this season, and you know when a team wants to work for a manager and run through a brick wall. But we know the challenges, but I just think nothing's going to be changing until the summer, but even still, though, it's going to be a mad one. Yeah, like there's still a season, though, there, Derek. As we saw, though, chat, there's still a long way to go until the end of May. We're shot on target, Bernardo. I think for the only saving grace for Arne and for Liverpool is City have they've gone back into first gear, really. And I would even say City were playing in fifth, sixth gear, really. They weren't playing at their maximum. They were just playing just a level slightly above Liverpool. Get up, Gravenberch. But yeah, there's still a job to do here, Reds, even today, and like seeing out the game properly. Don't allow the team to get absolutely battered. Bring on Trainioni as well, though, please, Reds. We've got Gakpo coming on, you got Rio, and you got your McAllister as well. Who's getting booked there? Who's getting booked? Someone's getting booked there. Yeah, Bernardo Silva. Wouldn't surprise me, no, Mark, sadly. I think we will. Well, I hope we will. So McAllister's coming on. Yeah. Big up there, Jumbo. Yeah, I just mind that, obviously, with Chiesa getting, was it? Chiesa going back. Long season, Reds. Steve's gone 5-0. But yeah. I said we needed a minute at half time. We need more than that now. Whatever that word is. So, chat, there's been 3 changes for Liverpool. McAllister, Gakpo and Trainioni. Cleared by Matthias Nunes there. So Gravenberch off, Ekatike off, and Wirtz off. Whew. So ball in penalty box, clear by Haaland at the front post. Oh, he's done well there, Savinho. Ball over the top here. Away by Frimpong. Reinders is coming on as well. Not too bad of a sub. Sorry, yeah, chat did. Ekatike's off. I suppose we're just protecting him for Wednesday night, but even still, Wednesday night, not good enough. So it looks like Rio's going to be trying to figure out where's Rio playing here. I think Rio's playing. Rio's playing in midfield. Am I reading that right? I need to change my glasses here. Because I swear, like, I'm trying to figure out have we gone to a 4-4-2? And Rio's off that right hand side. So yeah. I think it might be a 4-4-2, but Rio's playing right mid. Sorry there, chat. Just trying to figure out. Just very sporadic. Very, very sporadic in terms of just throwing a load of players on. And then just open sudden changes, really. Cherky absolute ran rings around us anyway. Had a good game. Well done, lad. You got to appreciate the quality. Sadly, big up there, ST. To come in. We're going to make the Champions League next season because Paris Saint-Germain, we're going to have a... Yeah, no, we don't want that mess. Don't want that mess. Oh, geez, yes. No, we want to be seeing a performance good enough for Liverpool. Sorry, Chas. Yeah, Yeah, please don't be putting comments like that, Reds. Because you will be timed out. I'm banned. But yeah, Gags and Lola will be following the full-time whistle as well, Reds. On the Gag Standing Show, we plenty to discuss as well. But again, as we said, Reds, probably not a lot will change till now at the end of the season, but that's what we, from what I've read, listened from a lot of the interviews and a lot of the discussion outside the club as well. Speculation, that's all it is at the minute. But the manner of performance, manner of defeat has been very reminiscent of many performances that we've seen from Liverpool this season. But Rio, that's what a weird thing. Cherky's just had the oh, that's another. What have Ekatike and Cherky done? What are we doing? Swapping shirts with 72 minutes gone. Do it at the end of the game, not when Liverpool are 4-0 down and your team's going to be getting knocked out of the FA Cup. So yeah, sorry there, chat. Cherky and Ekatike had swapped shirts by the looks of it. And Cherky sat there with Ekatike's shirt on. Rightfully so, someone told him off and to take it off. Just a bit mad that, in all honesty, chat. Yeah. Enrique will be made up, mate, in all honesty. I watched the game, Mark, on Wednesday as well, mate, and you know me, chat, I'll always try and bring a bit of positive energy to the games and that. But can't really be positive when you're getting battered 4-0. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of work to do till now, and well, that's been this season, but the fallout will be expected and understood and deserving in terms of every Liverpool fan analysing the game, or the fans that have travelled to Manchester today in the away end, spending the money watching this type of performance. But as a whole collective, tactically, individual errors as well littered across the pitch today. But the same question again, but this is what happens when the same question again, and rightly so, like the manager and everything. But it's when I spoke to Gags a couple of weeks ago before the international break, and we said shot on target by Mackett. Tell you what, that's from like 35 yards, but says a lot when that's been Liverpool's best opportunity the second half. A long range strike from Mackett alongside a thingy as well. But City, you understand, playing a bit more reserved anyway. The game was done, even when they got the second goal anyway. Yeah. Yeah, big up there, Cal. Hope you well, mate. what's the video say there? He goes, going to the championship. Maybe next season, mate. But we carry on playing like this anyway, maybe. One team that might be certainly going down there is Tottenham Hotspur anyway. But we are one of the worst teams in the Premier League this season. I'll tell you that now. Thankfully, Erling Haaland's coming off anyway. But you know what Haaland's had today? Service. As I said, Haaland, as we said, if anyone ever watches Haaland, he doesn't need to have 20 touches. He's literally probably touched the ball today about 5 times. And he's got, 3 goals. So he's happy. Salah's come off. At least he's tried today, Reds. As I said, he's had the penalty. He's had half chances as well, but not again. Liverpool's inability of trying to get that ball up the top end of the pitch is very non-existent. Oh, yeah. Yep, you're getting banned. Yeah, apologies, chat, if you did see that on the YouTube comments. Horrible comments. Bans, anyway. But yeah, it's been... But at the minute, the hierarchy at Liverpool at the minute are just... quite content with watching Liverpool at the minute. Well, Liverpool clearly know more than us fans anyway. But you must be happy. Liverpool getting battered 4-0 today, and on many of occasions, even in Anfield as well. All right, so I'm not. Well, if a certain manager comes in, maybe. Yeah. That would be funny, though, if that happened. Big up there. A sensible United fan, that might be said anyway. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, United and even Liverpool this season, 2 big footballing institutions, mate. But yeah, obviously Kelleher, he was a wonderful goalkeeper. Obviously, I think all of us Liverpool fans are made up. I know I am personally about Queven. I think we all are. Like, he's getting the proper recognition. Even though we all loved him, anyone outside of Liverpool was like, oh, Kelleher plays in the cup games. He's won, obviously, League Cups as well. But he's rightly so getting a Premier League spot in the Premier League, and he's helping Brentford push for a European spot as well. Apologies here, chat. I wish I was talking and commentating on Liverpool slice and Manchester City open here, but there's been nothing much really going on. Just a lot of sideways, backwards passing here the last 5-10 minutes. Even with all the changes, again, just another scattergun approach to Liverpool trying to win a game of football, throwing on a load of players, a load of attacking players with no clear instructions, no clear understanding of the positional play, what we're trying to do, not trying to drag out any of the centre halves and midfielders. It's just very copy and paste, really, for Liverpool this season in terms of subs and everything. Yeah, bro, there, Mark. Nothing will happen, no, bud. Chat, make sure you drop a like, share, and subscribe as well. If you are new. Yeah. But I think the club were happy to get 70, 80 million as well. But if you ask a Bayern fan, they'll be made up this season. But he was a very good squad player, Diaz. I personally, it's a lot of money, but we're still like a couple more aside. You look at the squad as well, there's still areas that Liverpool needs to improve in the summer, but it's massively comes down to who your head coach is, though, chat, as we all know. But if we sign Ekitike and Viet, me personally, I think that's going to a 3-back system. And Frimpong as well. I do think that will go to a 3-back system or a 4-back system that transitions into a 3. But that's my opinion. But like the type of profile of players we've got in this Liverpool team now. But we still need more in the summer. No, chat, Mamardashvili's good. I know I've seen some comments as well, and I've just had a little quick look on social media as well, but there's not much Mamardashvili could have done tonight. This afternoon, no chat. What's he got in front of him? Like, honestly, what's Mamardashvili? Keller is a fantastic goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, Mamardashvili's a good goalkeeper. I know he's just conceded 4, but it's not that Mamardashvili can play centre half, defensive midfield, right back and left back. He can't control what's in front of him. He's literally been having waves upon waves of attack of players, City players, getting in behind him and just. But at the end of the day, he's still a young goalkeeper. That's a poor pass by City. It should be 5-0 that. But yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, chat. In an ideal sense, really, he comes into a back line that is a lot more settled. And first and foremost, he comes into a back line that is in form. And for any goalkeeper, whether that be Kelleher, Alisson, Mamardashvili, or any goalkeeper in Europe, it's so difficult when you're coming into a back line that's playing so poorly. Like, fair enough, we were sat here 1-0 and Mamardashvili saved 10 shots. But City's goals that they've had today really clear-cut attacking opportunities. When they've got in behind, inside the penalty box. But whereas Liverpool, in terms of our chances, they've been a bit 50-50, haven't they? Really, not unreal on the calibre of City's chances today. Liverpool on the edge of the box. Oh, geez, chat. Case has come on there. He must have snuck on there. When did he come on? Oh, yeah, he come on for Salah anyway. Sorry, chat. Wait a second. Let's change that now. Yeah, chat. Salah did come off for Chiesa. 5 minutes left to go here, Eds. If you are new to Anfield Index, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Do let us know your thoughts. Obviously, Gags and Lola will be live in the next 15 minutes anyway. But they will be live after the full-time whistle anyway. Very, very soon. But it's been an absolute pleasure, Eds. Massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in. If it's the first time tuning in to Anfield Index, hit that subscribe button down below. Whatever social media platform you are watching, head over to AnfieldIndex.com to find out even more about what we do over there on Anfield Index. Obviously, the YouTube side and the video side, a little bit of a preview really, but there's so much more great content that gets done. Obviously, behind the paywall as well. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as well. Obviously, articles. It was always Liverpool. Anfield Index Substack as well. Obviously, industry-led journalists, Liverpool legends, Liverpool fans, and different variety of Liverpool as well. So get involved with that. It was always Liverpool. You can find the links and in all of that in the description. And that is a foul by Ibu Kanate. And he's picked up a yellow card. But yeah, player of the match is certainly not going to be a Liverpool player anyway. But Ed, thank you. I will see you back on Wednesday night. Try and bring the positive nature to that game as well with Eds, but let's see if anything happens over the next couple of days. But as I keep on saying, Eds, I know a lot of yous obviously with the manager and that, nothing's going to happen until the summer by the looks of it, what we've heard and what we've all read and watched, really. So just got to suck it up really and see what happens in the summer, but maybe something might change, but doubt it. But yeah, Gags and Lola will be live very, very soon. That's a yellow card for Gonzalez. But yeah, I've just Bodie's not been much commentating going on in the second half here. It's just been very, very flat from Liverpool. Rio and Gamora ball into the far stick, cleared. Kirkes, so he's still working hard there, Milos. I think one player that can hold his head up high today, Reds. Not many of them, but again, Kirkes. I think he's had a... Even though we've conceded 4 and everyone go off as a defender, but he's always willing to work very, very hard. I'm a bit surprised, really, and that he stayed on. I personally would have took him off just to keep him fresh. Obviously, especially when you're coming up against Mendes and obviously Ashraf Hakimi as well. Two of the best fullbacks in European football in terms of their energy, their running, and their quality going forward. Can only wish, Graham. Aye. 100%, but it's just been a bit mad though, chat, isn't it? Like when United and Liverpool in our pomp, there's never been like a... Maybe you go back to like the very, very early days of Liverpool. United might be 1 or 2 seasons, but very rarely is like Liverpool and United being at the top of the game in the Premier League in English football at the same time for a long period. Obviously, the last 10 years it's been Liverpool City. Being a United fan, you'd be annoyed watching the last 10 years. It's like, who do you want to win? None of them. Oh, that is full time there, chat. Full time, Reds. Full time here. And chat, massive thank you. Over 3,000 of you in here, Reds. Much appreciated. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend, Reds. Liverpool, a very, very disappointing outing this afternoon as well. Not good enough, but this game was done, even at half time, really. A long way to go for Liverpool. It's more of the same old stories that will be getting written, spoken about from every Liverpool fan. It's like we're going in circles, isn't it, really? But the people running Liverpool Football Club look very stubborn in terms of making any big changes. But a lot can happen. Another performance like this on Wednesday night, if it's another 4-0 in the first leg on Paris on Wednesday, then Liverpool say goodbye to not just the FA Cup, today, it could be good night for the Champions League performance as well. Even if you have a 20-minute spell against Paris Saint-Germain where you're poor, you will get punished. But yeah, Liverpool, we had 2 trophies left, and we're down to just 1 now this season for Liverpool. Liverpool's last hope is the Champions League football. So yeah, we needed a miracle today, didn't get one, but in all honesty, you shouldn't be relying on miracles. You should be relying on a very well-coached game of football and a very well-coached team and proper performances. Fair play to Haaland and Semenyo, but Haaland today actually got service, unlike a lot of our attackers today. But Reds, enjoy the rest of your day. A massive thank you to everyone that is tuned in today on Matchday Live. I've been your host, Jack McIndoe. I'll see you on Wednesday night. Try and bring the energy to hopefully what will be a very difficult game on Wednesday night, we're expecting. But Reds, make sure you tune into the Gags Tandon Show, which will be live in the next 10 minutes anyway, with Gags and Lola after the full-time whistle. And if you are an Anfield Index Pro subscriber, expect the post-match Raw will be out very, very soon as well. But Reds, look after yourself. Do like, share and subscribe to Anfield Index if you are new here as well, Reds. But I'll see you back again on Wednesday as well. Reds, look after yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sadly, Liverpool won't be going to Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup as well. But Liverpool weren't just beaten today. We were absolutely battered. And on another day, if City could really be bothered, then this scoreline could have been 7-8-0, really. But Reds, look after yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. Massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in. And I'll see you again back on Wednesday night. Look after yourself, Reds.